friends, I'm Stephanie Hansen. Let's go! I've been cooking, eating, and talking about it for years.
This is amazingly good.
Now I'm inviting you along for the ride. You seem like you're pretty adventurous about food. Meet the chefs, home cooks, restaurateurs, and bakers honing their crafts. Oh, look at that technique. And try new recipes with me in my kitchen. It's simple, it's easy, that looks amazing. There's always something delicious to share. This is Taste Buds. Hey Taste Buds, happy summer. You know what I think of when I think of summer? I think of barbecue. I think of the barbecued ribs. I think of steaks, the ribeyes, hamburgers, the hot dogs. But today we are going to be expanding our horizon and really thinking about smoking meat. I am at Big Guy's Barbecue. We're in Hudson, Wisconsin, and we are gonna find out how they get the most juicy, most delicious prime rib and also their signature candied bacon. Then we're gonna go to my house and I'm gonna work with Kurt, because he's really the grill master at our house. We are going to be making a beautiful ribeye. Are you ready, Taste Buds? Let us go into Big Guy's BBQ Roadhouse. Come on over to Big Guy's, get yourself some barbecue. Woo, I got it, woo! Always wanted to be a farmer. We are grilling, we are smoking, we are making all kinds of delicious grilled meats with Jethro and Amy. Wait a second, I'm at Big Guy's Barbecue and this is a big guy, but this does not look like the real big guy. Hi you guys, how are you? It's so fun to be in your house, your smokehouse, your grill house. You guys, this whole grounds is full of all kinds of fun things to do. You've got the restaurant, you've got smoking trucks, you've got a smokehouse in the back, you've got an area for weddings. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I don't know how the two of you do it all.
Delegation.
Yes, and good employees too,
yes,
right?
Yes.
How long have you been smoking, Jethro?
7, 8 years old is when I got into roasting hogs and beef, and then it just went from there. And by the time I was a teenager, it was smoking, and here we are today.
Okay, and you have some beautiful smoked items here. The candied bacon is fantastic. Is that a signature item?
That's our world famous candied bacon. Like, that is everybody's first thing they order when they get here, and then they also order it again to take it home.
Okay, so I was here a couple weeks ago, the most amazing prime rib. It was like 1.5 inches tall. And not only did it carry like that beautiful smoke flavor throughout, but it was medium rare. And I think it's hard to do that and get it to come to temperature. So I wanted to come here and figure out, like, what are all your techniques?
It really is a lot of love and a lot of processes that go into making great barbecue at this big of a rate.
Yeah, and you have an actual like smokehouse in the back that you're gonna show me. Yep. I mean, it's going 24/7. It's going all the time. Something going in, something going out. This is gonna be a good episode, Taste Buds. Are you ready for it? I'm ready for it. Let's go. All right, I'm here with Johnny. Jethro, what is Johnny doing? Because we're making your famous candied bacon, right?
Correct. We're doing the 6/8 hickory smoked bacon.
It is like 1/4 inch thick, that bacon. I mean, you guys aren't messing around.
So we're putting it in a 17 ingredient sweet heat rub, lots of different types of peppers, sweetness, and all the other goodness that we can't really reveal of what's in there.
It's like your secret magic sauce.
It's our secret magic rub, yeah, it's wonderful. Once it's all coated with the seasoning, we're gonna prep it for going on the smoker, and gets all smoked in cherry wood. And I'll tell you what, this stuff is literally, we go through 1,300 pounds a week in the restaurant, just people eating it as an appetizer.
Okay, that looks just so delicious.
Yes, it is amazing. He's gonna roll the prime rib now too.
It's prime rib time. I wanna know what you are rubbing your ribs with.
So we got the coarse ground black pepper, coarse ground salt.
A little kosher salt, it looks like.
Yeah, and then we've got garlic.
Oh,
and then now we're
that.
gonna encrust the whole prime rib, which we've already slightly trimmed the fat. But one thing you'll notice at Big Guy's, some of the keys to the best tasting meats you're gonna have is the fat content. Too many Americans cut all the fat from all of their meats.
That is like the Midwest to me right there. Like a delicious Friday, Saturday night supper club, smokehouse, roadhouse situation. Right. So you're gonna smoke this just like that?
Nope, we're gonna sear it first on the flat top to get a good crust on it. That way it ensures it to stick to the whole prime rib, and then we take it to the smokehouse.
Okay, so searing first and then smoking. I love it. That is a beautiful piece of beef. I cannot wait to eat that.
Time to sear.
It's seared on a flat top griddle, huh? Ooh, listen to that.
So this is gonna take 5 to 7 minutes for him to sear the whole thing. And after that, right onto the smokehouse.
Did you have to like perfect these recipes? Like you know exactly how long to do the sear?
Barbecue is never thought up overnight. It's taken a lot of trial and error to get where we're at. Amy and I used to travel a long ways to go get good prime rib. There's no reason for leaving home now.
It's so true. It's hard to find now. Like you used to be able to get it every Friday or Saturday night, and you go to a supper club, and that's not the case anymore.
And we stage our prime rib smoked so that still at 8 o'clock at night you can order rare.
Yes, that's what my husband loves. So here we go. We are getting this candied bacon and the prime rib and Stephanie and Jethro and Johnny in the smokehouse. I wish you could smell the smell-o-vision happening in here. I can smell the cherry smoked wood. Here we go. Bye, Barbara beef. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, next go the candied bacon.
Yep.
Look
this is
at
truly
that.
where all the magic happens, right here in the smokehouse.
Okay, can I ask you, when you come home to Amy, it's a good thing that she works with you, because you must smell like smokiness all the time.
This is the best cologne
I mean,
a Midwesterner could ever have.
it probably has pheromones in it, Johnny. I don't know. What do you think? I'm doing all the work here. You know, keeping the door closed, it's really important. Oh, look at this. We got another one going.
This is the firebox. This is where all the smoke magic happens.
Very fiery.
Yeah, we have right now cherry wood that we all get locally. That's what's creating all that wonderful smell in here.
This is like being at a very highly controlled smoky campfire. I love it.
Here we go, pulling off the candied bacon.
Oh boy.
It has now been smoked for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Luscious, melt in your mouth, sweet heat candied bacon. This is for the baskets of bacon in the restaurant.
Wow, that is like my personal idea of a really good time right there. Just an entire pile of deliciously smoked, sweet, candied bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. I'm getting the bacon jumps.
Now we'll get the prime rib off.
Yes, friend, let's.
Look at that.
Woo! Oh boy.
Wow, wow, wow.
Ooh, and this is the kind of place where you come and you want the end cut, because you get all the flavor in that
extra
little
rub,
bitty
yep.
end. Ooh, look at that. Yum, Johnny, you make some good prime rib, friend. Okay, we've brought our meat inside. Johnny is going with the prime rib.
Here we go.
Okay, please. How good is that? And they have huge, juicy cuts of prime rib when you come here, you guys.
Cut a slab out of there, Johnny.
Okay, so that's your chunk.
That's our large cut.
That's fancy and delicious and just ready. Oh, yes, Johnny, go for it. I just want some horseradish sauce right now. Okay, my favorite part is right there with the bark on it and all the flavor is in there. That looks so beautiful, Johnny.
Thank you so much.
That's my idea of a great Friday night right there.
Yep. Fridays and Saturdays at Big Guy's Barbecue.
All right, you guys, we are in what you call, is it the granny cabin?
Granny Shack.
Why do we call it Granny Shack out here at
So
Big Guy's Barbecue?
I got the nickname Jethro from Beverly Hillbillies, right?
Yes.
Jethro and Beverly Hillbillies would eat off the ham bone in a soup or cereal bowl this big. That's the way I grew up.
Because you had 5 sisters, right?
Yes, and so growing up, it was all those things. Granny Shack, all the things from the Beverly Hillbillies.
Funny.
So it's kind of what makes it fun.
All right, so you guys have been out here. How long have you had Big Guys?
9 years.
Was it your family that helped you rebuild the inside of the restaurant, or tell me a little bit about the story about how you got here? Because was it a supper club before?
So it was a supper club, yep, built in '75. The great thing about that is my father laid the brick and stone and poured the concrete in the building.
Wow, that you don't find that very often.
And it just came full circle, like unbelievable. I grew up down the road of a place that my father helped build and then bringing it in.
So it was like preordained, like there was some magic that had to happen.
Everything from the people that we bought it from, making it feasible for us to buy it, it all worked out. And we're that place where people come and have their celebrations of life, graduations, weddings, fundraisers, you name it. And we have created just that feel here, like it's been here for 100 years.
Mr. Rogers said famously that when you were a little kid, that you should look for the helpers. And when I first met you guys, I just had that feeling right away. Like I could just tell you were a really integral part of the community. And when I was sitting on your tractor outside, I did get a trucker to honk for me. But
Awesome.
Also people driving by, when they see you guys, they honk. Like it's like all of your friends know you're here.
Correct. So we've done probably $2.3 million worth of fundraising here in 9 years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, it's just an amazing story. What's your favorite thing to eat on the menu? If you were coming in and you didn't know you, what would you just be like, this is your signature dish?
Here's my famous line, is when you think of barbecue, your first thing you think of is what you should order. We have nothing that is mediocre. Everything is going to blow your taste buds up. So if you think brisket, order the brisket. If you think chicken, order the chicken.
And the mac and cheese too. You have like these little,
The smoked Gouda mac and cheese.
I love it. You guys, thank you so much for spending time with me. I appreciate
love
it.
it.
It was really a blast.
Thank
I
you.
can't wait. We have to eat. We're
Yeah,
going to
so
eat.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Jethro,
Yeah,
Amy,
look at this feast.
it's time to like really get going in there.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. So tender, delicious, crispy, also sweet, sour, hot, but not too hot. This could be like a real problem if I worked here.
We
I mean,
ration our staff.
I would eat this every day. Look how thick it is. So good. Oh, that's amazing. All right, you got the Gouda mac and cheese?
Smoked Gouda mac and cheese with the topping of a lifetime. People literally go crazy over what we topped this.
Yeah, because it's like a little cornbread, a little sweet. I'm gonna fight Amy over here for a piece of the bark. Oh my gosh, this prime rib, wow, is right. Those green beans too, they're not just like a throwaway on the plate. They're perfectly cooked.
Well, in my mind, it's like eating a French fry.
Oh yeah, I don't know. That's
But
not
very
what's happening
different.
in my
But
mind.
very different.
I love that you think so.
Yeah.
I'm just over here with this salty, delicious, crispy, yet tender, giant piece of prime rib.
Then we also have the whiskey apple bread pudding. Unbelievable.
Yeah, maybe I'll get there, maybe I
It
won't.
has 0 calories.
People don't cook prime rib like that, so it's got that smoky flavor, the saltiness.
Smoky all around the edges,
Oh.
and then traditional in the inside, and it is
Urgh.
fabulous. That
It is
shake bark
beyond
hickory
fabulous.
is just perfect with beef.
You guys, this has been a blast. Thanks for sharing your family recipes with me, your family space with me.
Thank you.
I've just loved introducing you to this Taste Buds crowd, and I'm gonna try to make a little beef at home, so we'll see how I
Awesome.
do.
I think you'll do great.
You gave me a few tips that I'm gonna try. Okay, Taste Buds for life.
Yeah.
And I love a thumb. I'm a big thumber
The
too.
big
like
thumbs.
Okay, if you are gonna be grilling a delicious ribeye steak, which is my favorite cut, you need to make my famous ribeye rub. And technically you can use this rub for any kind of meat. I've even used it on pork, I use it on chicken. So basically we're just gonna start with 3 tablespoons of kosher salt. Here's the secret ingredient, 3 tablespoons of coffee. We've got smoked paprika, and that is 2 tablespoons of that. We've got a tablespoon of garlic powder. Actually, that looks like it was 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, a tablespoon of mustard, dried mustard, a tablespoon of cumin, and I like it a little hot, so we've got a tablespoon of cayenne pepper flakes. And basically, we're just gonna stir all this together and make a beautiful rub for our ribeye. Now, this gives it a beautiful color. It also gives it a delicious flavor. The coffee gives it a really nice brown crust. I am crazy about ribeye. It's my favorite cut of meat because it's full of marbled fat throughout the meat, giving it a lot of juice, giving it a lot of flavor. Yum, I am all set. I've got everything all mixed up. You can keep this ribeye rub in a mason jar and it'll last you all summer. So let's go ahead and get the steaks seasoned up. I like to rub them with 2 teaspoons of seasoning on each side. Ooh, look at that, so pretty. And I like to season them about 30 minutes before I cook them, actually. All right, we will just let this tenderize the meat, flavor it up a little bit, and then we'll get Kurt for grilling because he's the grill master at our house. All right, our steaks are rubbed, they are rested. I'm gonna go ahead and use this potato to create a non-stick surface on my grill. The starch in the potato works really great for creating a non-stick surface. Whew, it's hot. Kurt, I think I'm ready for you to come grill.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Are those your grilling goggles?
Yeah, my grilling goggles. I got my tongs. I got my trusty digital thermometer.
You are ready.
Okay.
You're not loving my potato trick?
Well, I think it's a good hack, but it's always kind of more fun to do this.
Ah!
Yeah.
This is not recommended grilling technique
do
for at
not do
home.
this at home. Okay.
What does that do? Is it creating a non-stick surface? You just started my potato starch on fire.
Okay, we're gonna put the steaks on. What I like to do is put them a little bit on an angle, because what I'm gonna do is in a couple minutes, I'm gonna flip them and we'll get that great cross-hatched look.
I like a good grill mark.
Okay, so we're gonna close this so we get the oven effect going, so it'll cook the meat a little bit quicker rather than just grilling it on the outside.
Got it, okay.
Okay, so here we go, we're gonna close it.
Are we going for medium rare?
We are going for medium rare.
That's how we like our ribeyes.
We'll talk about that later, but medium rare is gonna be 130.
Okay.
Medium's gonna be 140, and well done is gonna be like...
Too well done. Don't eat it. All right, it's hard to take you seriously with those goggles on. Where did you even get those glasses? What do you use them for?
These are my bicycling glasses.
Oh, fancy bicycling.
Or when I'm working with wood outside, they're very good safety glasses.
It's a very versatile.
So when the sawdust and the chips are flying, they're not going into my eyeballs.
All right, so when we're grilling, the juice and the smoke isn't getting into your eyeballs.
Right, exactly.
Great. All right, I love it.
So we're gonna just turn these. You can see there's a beautiful color there, so we're just gonna turn them a little bit to get that nice cross-hatched look on the steak. And we're gonna give it a couple more minutes on this one side.
All right. How did you get to be like the grill master in our family?
I don't know, but I did spend many years in restaurants and I had grill experience.
Oh,
Okay, let's flip the steaks. There we go,
oh,
looking nice.
look at that.
This one has a really nice cross-hatched look to it. And we're gonna go back in a couple minutes and turn those babies again.
How do you know when they're done? Are you supposed to like poke them?
Well, you can feel it's real soft in the middle, so it's pretty raw. So you want a little firmness in there, but to make it really good, you have a trusty thermometer. And the trick is, if it's medium rare, which we like our steaks medium rare, it's supposed to be 130, but it's gonna gain in temperature about 10 degrees once you bring it off and let it rest. So you really wanna cook it till it's about 115, 120, and then pull it off.
All
so
right.
I'm gonna put this back down and we're going to wait another couple minutes to turn it. Okay, I'm gonna turn the steaks again. Okay, so let's just do a little check on here and see what we're at. That's about 106, 107, so in a couple minutes, they should be pretty perfect. Okay, I think
All
it's
right, are we feeling ready?
pretty close.
Oh, you gotta flare up.
Oh, yeah.
What happens when you flare up?
Run away. Oh yeah, look at that, it's a little flared up. But that'll be good. That little crispy blackness on there, it's not great if you have oatmeal, but if you have a steak, a little crispiness isn't too bad.
A little crispy bits.
And so you can start feeling it. It's starting to firm up a little bit, and this one is ready to go.
Ooh, look at when you just poked in there, a little juice came out.
Ooh. Now we're gonna let those rest for about 5-10 minutes.
By letting the meat rest, the juice kind of settles back into the meat. If you were to cut it open right now, it would just run out. So we like to let it rest. We want the temperature to come up about 10 degrees.
Hi, Stanley.
Okay, Stanley, come over here. Come on.
Come on, Stanley.
Come on, go sit down.
Okay, there is kind of a grain to beef, so there's an outer layer here. This is the best part of the steak. So I usually cut it against that and then cut it into slices. It's fun to cut into slices because it's easier to serve it at a table, family style. So that's the way I do it. So we're gonna start over the edge here and take a look.
What's my favorite part?
Oh, right here.
I love that fat
Yeah,
little
so look
edge.
at that. So it's beautiful medium rare in there. There's a nice redness to it,
Crispy crust.
crispy crust. Yeah.
See, I don't have to worry about Kurt cooking a steak. I know it's always gonna be perfect.
Okay, so this is my favorite. Just this little end piece here. It's almost like a tenderloin. I'm trying not to stab my mouth. Oh my God, it's so tender. This is so delicious. I know you like to eat with your fingers. Wow, that's a good steak.
How do you know I like to eat with my fingers? We've been married a long time. First of all, the rub is perfect.
Yeah, and there's like a crispiness to it.
Yeah, but the meat really cooked up deliciously.
Oh, yeah.
There's the perfect amount of fat to meat ratio.
Beautiful. I'm gonna have one more little bite. Okay, a little bit for me.
Yum.
Yum, that was so good.
Let's bring it inside before I eat it all.
It's dinner time.
Okay, what an awesome day, what an awesome show. From Big Guys Barbecue, learning about different types of grilling, smoking, beef, to grilling with Kurt. We made a delicious ribeye today. For any of these recipes or this delicious ribeye rub, go to fox9.com/tastebuds.
Thanks, taste buds. Yum, that was so good.